So hello to everyone. So now in this video we will discuss about the continuous or chain dimensioning and progressive or parallel dimensioning. So now you can see there are two similar geometries. Okay, so you can take any geometry for giving the continuous chain or progressive or parallel dimensioning. Okay, see, suppose there are any two similar geometries and we have to give the dimension by using continuous chain or progressive parallel. Okay, progressive or parallel dimensioning. So now again, as in last video we have discussed about the dimensioning method, that is nothing but one align and another one is a unidirectional. So now for giving the dimension for particular this geometry, we can use any one of them. Okay, either we use the align method or we can use the unidirectional method. Now it's totally depend on us. Okay, which method we have to apply for giving the dimensions. Okay, but within that, how to give the proper dimension for, suppose there are some different dimensions for each and every part. So that time, how to give the dimension by using continuous or chain dimensioning, similarly for the progressive or parallel dimensioning. So that part we will see in this video. So now suppose if I want to write the dimension, again I have to draw the extension lines. Yes, as we know that extension lines, then after for each and every part I have to draw the extension line. Now you can see here, see again for drawing the dimension lines. Okay, for the drawing this particular dimension line, it should be drawn at least 8 mm away from the outlines. Now outlines is nothing but what? This one. See, this one or this one or this one. These are our outlines of the geometry. Okay, we have to keep minimum 8 mm distance from these outlines. Okay, so suppose if I want to draw the dimension line, so I have to take 8 mm distance in between this outline and the dimension line. Like this I have to draw the dimension line, and if I want to draw another dimension line, again I have to keep the 8 mm distance in between these two dimension lines. Okay, yes, so here I have to draw the like this. Suppose if I want to draw the two dimension line, okay, we have to keep minimum 8 mm distance from these outlines and from the two dimension lines also. Okay, we have to keep minimum 8 mm distance between the two dimension line. Suppose if I want to give the dimension like this. So now as the name indicate that continuous or chain, so within that we have to give the dimension like this also. Okay, like this or like this. Okay, so now after that we have to draw the arrow. So for particular drawing the arrow, we will draw like this, the arrow. Yes, after that we will show the dimensions, whatever the dimension. Like here I use the align method. By using align method I will show the dimensions. Suppose here the dimension is x, here the dimension is y, and here the dimension is z. Okay, so now whatever the dimension we have to write like this by using align method, as we know that how to write the align method dimension. Okay, if you know, then you can see the video. I have made one video on the dimensioning method. Okay, so by using this align method we have to give the dimension like this. Okay, similarly if you want to give the whole dimension for this particular total geometry, okay, so like this. Suppose the dimension is we consider as capital A. So where we have to write the dimensions? Okay, we know that we have to write the dimension at the above the center of the particular dimension line by using align method. So here the whatever the small dimension we can skip, because if we give the small dimension also, then there is no use of this particular whole dimension. Okay, if we write the here the small dimension, then there is no use of this particular whole dimension. Okay, as you can see here, the gap between these two dimension line, we have to keep minimum 8 mm. Okay, so for your understanding I will write like this. This is our 8 mm distance we have to keep between these two dimension line. Two dimension line. Okay, I hope you can see. Yes, we have to keep the 8 mm distance. So this distance as well as this distance is same. Okay, from the outline we have to maintain 8 mm distance while drawing these dimension lines. Okay, now for the progressive or parallel dimensioning, again as the name indicates that it is parallel dimensioning. So again, once again we have to draw the extension line. Okay, so here the only difference is that whatever the smaller dimension, okay, whatever the smaller dimension, we have to write closer to the geometry, and we know that we have to keep the distance 8 mm while drawing the dimension line. Okay, 8 mm distance, and whatever the smaller dimension we will write closer to the geometry. As those who dimensions are longer, we have to write away from the geometry. Okay, because these yes, because the extension line does not cross the dimension line if we write like this. So whatever the smaller dimension we will write like this. Then again, once again we have to, so here we have to write the dimensions, those who are smaller nearer to the geometry, and those who are longer, larger dimension, away from the geometry. So what happened due to that? The extension line does not cross the dimension line. Okay, for the smaller dimension, the extension line is up to here. Okay, so now you can see, as again once again we have to keep minimum 8 mm distance between the two dimension line also. So for this also we have to give the dimension like this. Okay, again 8 mm distance, and for this also we have to keep the distance like this, and similarly for the last dimension also we have to draw the like this. So what happened, you can see here, now what are the extension lines, it does not crosses to the dimension line. Yes, now you can see here like this. Okay, so this is the extension lines, and it not crosses the dimension line, you can see. So that's why we will write shorter dimension nearer to the object. Okay, so we will give the arrow for the particular dimension lines. For each and every dimension line we will draw the arrow like this. And then after we have to show the dimension like x, y, z or a. Okay, so like this we have to show the whatever the dimension of that geometry. So this is nothing but our progressive or parallel dimensioning. Okay, so that is the difference between the continuous or chain dimensioning and the progressive or parallel dimensioning. So for giving the dimension, it depends on us whether we have to use the align method or unidirectional method. So in this particular diagram we have used the align method. Okay, we have written the dimension above the dimension line. Yes. Okay, so thank you for watching this video. If you like the video, kindly hit the like button and subscribe our channel. Okay, and click the bell icon for more notification. Okay, so thank you.